What's up, guys? Pedro here, and on this video I'm going to show you the easiest planter box build you've ever seen. Coming up right after this. Welcome back. If we're just meeting, my name is Pedro, and on this channel we like to share just about anything DIY. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. And don't forget to hit the notifications button so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Let's get right into the video. Okay, as usual, I want to give you the material list first. You're going to need 3 regular 2x4s, 8 feet long. You can use pressure treated if you want to because it's going to be on the outside of the box. I'm using regular because I'm going to paint them. And I've painted a box before and it lasted for 3 years. Then you're going to need 9 6-foot cedar fence pickets. I'm using cedar because it's naturally bug resistant and weather resistant as well. And you won't have to worry about chemicals. I'm putting vegetables in these, or in this box rather, and I don't want to deal with the chemicals in it. I have in the past. I'm not going to do it anymore. You're also going to need some 3-inch exterior screws. These have a coating on them, so the elements won't. It'll take longer for them to deteriorate. If I could say that right, deteriorate. Yeah, so it'll take longer for them to be destroyed by the weather. Both of these are exterior screws. These are 3-inch screws to do the legs, and then 1 5/8 to screw the back, front, and sides into the legs. And that's it.
Okay, I'm going to measure the fronts and backs at 48 inches. And I'm measuring and cutting the sides at 18 inches. Man, this wood smells so good. Now I'm going to measure and cut the legs at 24 inches.
Perfect.
Please excuse the mess. Okay, so I've got 8 pieces cut at 24 inches for the legs out of the 2x4s. Then I've got 6 pieces front and back cut out of the cedar at 48 inches. And then I've got 6 pieces as well I cut these at 18 inches. Okay, I'm gonna assemble the legs like this right here. I'll show you in a second, but I'm gonna assemble the legs like this, and then I'm gonna paint them before I install the fronts and backs and sides. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and assemble them. It's kind of hard to hold it like that, but I'm going to assemble the legs like this, and then I'll show you how I'm going to put the sides and the fronts and backs on.
Okay, I'm just measuring where I want to put the screws, just to keep everything uniform. Okay, and here I'm just measuring in 3/4 of an inch, so that the screw will go right in the center of the 2x4 that I'm screwing into. Time to mix some paint.
I've never seen them black before.
It's time to install the side pieces.
These are 1 5/8. And I'm gonna take the sides and put them on the short side. See how this it's longer this direction and shorter this direction? I'm gonna put the sides on the short side like this, like so. Screw one side in first and then the other. Might want to pre-drill your holes so you don't split the wood like that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go get my drill and pre-drill some holes for that. And then this and this. And I can't tell you how good that wood smells. That cedar smells so good. But anyways, I'm gonna go get my drill and drill some pilot holes for these. Try not to screw them down too tight, or even with pilot holes, you might split it. Okay, I'm going to do the other side just like this, and then we're going to screw the fronts and backs in. Oh yeah, baby, coming together. Yo, mama. And yeah, I'm gonna put more paint on that. I'm gonna put about 3 more or 2 more coats anyways. There's the sides. Now we're going to put the fronts and the backs on. And then we'll measure for the bottom and cut the bottom out and cut the braces for the bottom as well. Oh boy. Let's do this side first. the reason I did the sides on the short side over here is because these are short pieces and I'm putting 2 screws on the sides. The fronts and backs are longer pieces and I feel like they need more support, so I put them on the longer side of the legs so I could put 3 screws in each one. I'm gonna get a hammer, my deadfall hammer. Okay, I am I'll put this together using a clamp. This clamp my dad gave me about 6 years before he passed away. But these are, I believe that's a 1-inch pipe. If you are doing any kind of cabinet work or anything like that, you've got to have some of these clamps. I'm gonna have to move that clamp to the back side to squeeze it in. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is cut some 2x4s to go this direction on either end and one in the middle. And then I'm gonna cut some cedar pieces to go across the bottom. It's looking pretty good. I love that cedar. Okay, I got 17 inches. I'm gonna go ahead and cut 3 pieces at 17 inches. One for either side and then one in the center. And then I'm gonna cut my cedar bottom. I'll have to. Okay, so I cut them all at 17 inches, put one on this side, one in the middle, and one on that end. The ones on the ends are tight and they fit in there nice and snug, but I had to use my pipe clamp to squeeze that together. I'm gonna put a few screws in these and then we're ready to cut the bottom. Okay, now I got all 3 pieces screwed in, the brace, bottom brace pieces. Now I'm gonna cut 3 pieces of cedar, 4 feet long, 48 inches. Oh shoot, it might fit. 3 full pieces. Oh my gosh. There's just like a 1/4 inch gap, which you can spread out, which will help with the excess water draining through, which I'm gonna probably put some holes in here anyways, but That's perfect. 3 boards across inside. Wow. Look at that. Let's look at it closer. Look. That's great. It's just a little gap. I spread it out there, there, and there. And there's a little bit there. That's great. That'll help excess water drain through. Wow, that was even better than I thought. Doesn't have to rip one. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, please hit the like button and share it if you're so inclined. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Until next time, God bless. Y'all take care.